Hello there. I'm back for my weekly Q&A. And first I wanted to issue kind of a correction because last week I shortchanged David's question a little bit. Um, the question, the full question, and I quote, was why did you pick the album title Into the Quiet? I like it a lot, but it evokes silence, which music definitely isn't, which is a fair point. And while I did kind of explain the selection of the album title last week, I wanted to specifically address the silence issue. I think the idea is specifically the fact that it's going into the quiet, and I think that's why I like the idea of that being the last album, and it sort of fades in a particular way. So there's sort of the literal, you know, album followed by silence, and then there's the sort of figurative noise of struggle and stress that's followed by a sort of more peaceful feeling. And so that was kind of my thinking. I guess it's the into the quiet part that's sort of the into is the operative word. And then for this week, I had a great question, which was which track from the album are you most excited for people to hear? Which is really hard. I'm really bad with pick your favorite kind of questions. But when I thought about it a little more, I think there are a couple. I think the song Alone Now, which comes pretty early in the album, I'm excited because there's a moment in it that I think kind of announces like this album is going to be a little different. And then I'd say beyond that, the song Crazy, I'm pretty excited about. I think there's kind of like almost like a Pat Benatar kind of quality to it. And I feel like I really sang my heart out. And all the instrumental elements are so just kind of awesome and rockin'. And it was sort of like living my little Pat Benatar fantasy on that song. So I'm pretty excited to see how people react to that. I just don't know how people are going to react. I am going to have some samples up on MySpace probably, I want to say within a few weeks, probably around beginning to mid March, and I surely will keep you posted on that. Next week, I'm going to try to provide you with some musical excerpts in lieu of me jabbering on, because I'm sure you'd prefer to hear some music. But in the meantime, you can always keep the questions coming right on YouTube or on Facebook, or write contact at KristyHanson.com. And I do want to note that tonight's question, as I looked further into it, I realized it actually came from my cousin, Mandy Cook, who I want to mention specifically because she's a singer-songwriter based out of Nashville. And she's amazing and she blows my mind. And with bias removed, she's awesome. So Mandy Cook, check her out. If you're a friend of mine on Facebook, I'm friends with her as well, so you can find her that way, and become a fan on Facebook or find her on YouTube as well. And one last shout out to Haviland Stillwell. I'll be helping her out, just playing guitar, singing some backup stuff, and Haviland will be singing a song that I wrote for her at the Vermont restaurant. It's the Upright Cabaret at Vermont, next Thursday, February 25th. So keep an eye out for that. All right, see you next week.